My name is Adrian Sims. I am the composer of Dance of the Shadows, and this piece was commissioned by Band Directors Talk Shop. We started talking about this idea early in February and just made this a reality over the last several months and ultimately put this project together, and I'm really thrilled with how the piece turned out. So the piece was not only just let me just write whatever I want, but there were definitely some things we talked about, right? A lot of folks wanted the tune to be something that would be in 6/8, something that would be around 2.5 minutes, and something that was grade 2, and possibly in a key that was not just B flat. So we'll choose. In this case, we chose F or D minor in the case of the piece. There's a lot of things in this piece that are really fun to play and also approachable. So some really wonderful and neat harmonies, melodies, and musical textures. So when writing this piece, I sat down, and one of the scariest moments in writing is sitting down at the page and not knowing anything about what you're about to write. And I think I sat down to write this piece many times, many weeks and months before it was due, and just not coming up with things that I really wanted to develop. And as we were really nearing the end of when this project needed to be completed, I was able to come up with some things that I felt really inspired by. And it started with the melody that comes in after the first section. The melody enters. That's the idea that I started with, and I developed the beginning from there. I developed further to the end from there. And so that's one of my things, is I have to feel moved by the things that I'm writing in order for me to really have the energy to develop them into a whole piece. And hopefully, if I'm inspired by those ideas, that other people listening will be inspired by those ideas too. Once I had the idea for the piece, the melody and a couple of harmonies, it came together pretty quickly. I want to say it was within a day. It may have been several hours within one day, but it was just, that piece was there. As soon as I came up with the melody, the direction was pretty clear where I wanted to go. It's a relatively short piece as well, and I was like, well, this is done. So, and then obviously there's a lot of editing on the back end. There's proofreading, there's part creation, there's making the score look great, there's writing notes about the piece, there's making a cover, there's all kinds of other business and marketing details that go into how this works. But the music is the most important thing. We have to have the music, but after we have the music, there's a lot of other things that need to come together as well.